12 Strong. So 12 Strong is the latest war movie to be based on a true story that stars Chris Hemsworth, Michael Shannon and Michael Pena. And in this movie, following the tragic events of 9/11, a group of 12 soldiers are the first people to be sent to Afghanistan to basically start this war and bring those who caused that disaster to justice. Or bring them down, I mean, it's this war. These are the first guys who went to war. However, the odds are stacked against them because it is just those 12 with a few hundred of the Afghan soldiers with them, taking on an army that consists of over hundreds of thousands of men. And with them being on a time schedule to get to a certain place at a certain time, things aren't looking too good for them. This is the declassified story of the 12 men that were the first people on the scene, some of the bravest people who left their family to fight for the country they love and fight for the ones they love. They're alone, they're outnumbered, and here's our movie. And I have to say, I'm a sucker for war movies. I really enjoyed this movie. Sure, it's not great and there are a few issues with it which I'll get into in a moment, but first, as usual, the positives. I feel like the action sequence, especially in this movie, were really well helmed. When the bullets start flying and explosions start going off, you feel like you are there with these men in this situation. You feel tense, you feel scared, and they were overall entertaining, and the cast as well all do a great job of selling how tense they are in this situation, how scared they are, but while also trying to remain calm and confident so as not to miss a beat and get a bullet. Chris Hemsworth being a highlight, he's the guy leading these men into this situation, and he definitely sheds any doubts of him just being characterized as Thor. I didn't once think of Thor while watching this movie. I didn't think during the action sequences, why doesn't he just grab his hammer and fuck shit up? Chris Hemsworth actually gave a really good performance in this movie, and you can see the chemistry that he has with his men, the camaraderie that they have, that most soldiers do have as well. You can see that these 12 men do love each other like family, that they are brothers in arms. I mean, sure, the banter between them isn't as comical as they're probably trying to go for, and there are moments where the jokes do fall flat, but there are a few good chuckles here and there, and a few emotional moments where you don't know whether these men are going to get out of this situation. However, I do feel like if you know this story, then all the tension is going to be lost for you. And going into this movie, I knew about this story, so I knew the outcome of the film, so I wasn't as tense in certain situations, which is the biggest flaw that I can give for this movie. If you know the story beforehand, then it's going to be very predictable. You're not really going to be as invested in the story. When the action sequences are going down, you won't be as enthralled as other people who may not know the story behind it. But that's really the biggest flaw that I can give for this movie. I mean, there are a few character development moments which I feel could have been played on a little bit more. But I feel like that's a flaw for quite a lot of war movies. They don't really have time to flesh out all these characters to the point where you care about every single one of them. But there's one character in particular who has a bit of a connection with a young boy in this movie, which I felt could have been played up a lot more, especially when you see what happens towards the end of the film. It could have maybe seen more tense, more gripping, and even more emotional. But because there was that lack of development there, I didn't really care too much about the characters in that situation, so in the end, when stuff was going down, I wasn't all that bothered. The movie's a little bit long as well, coming in at 2 hours 10 minutes, but it wasn't so long that I was checking my phone for the time, and the action sequence definitely kept me enthralled. The more character building moments were really good, but could have been improved upon. Overall, 12 Strong is a very good and entertaining war movie that definitely sheds light on a story that did need to be told. It's action-packed, it's thrilling, the characters are very likeable, you do buy the camaraderie between them, you buy that they are brothers, that they think of each other as family. It's well helmed, it's well acted, the cinematography is pretty good, there are some beautiful landscape shots here and there in the film, and so, for all those reasons, I'm going to give 12 Strong 4 stars. So, 12 Strong, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks to those for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching, you guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.